Tilly from Cary.
Tilly.
Yeah.
I got this one. I've heard your practice is more affordable and that you don't have contracts. Is that true? What else makes you different than those that do require contracts? So yeah, this is true about the no contract for sure. And we get reports a lot about the affordability being very different than nationwide practices and practices in the area. Now, I will say before we get more into it, there is not a competition within our medical specialty, okay? We are a business, but we are in the business of medical treatment. And we want patients to get the best care that fits them and what their needs are, no matter where it is. So if a patient, comes to us and ends up somewhere else, that's okay. If a patient goes somewhere else and ends up with us, that's okay too, right? So you're never going to find us saying like ours is the only place and every other place is, no bad talking, okay? If you find what fits for you, awesome. But where we practice, there are no contracts. There is no obligation of buying any kind of prepackaged food or supplements. Everyone is treated as an individual person with individual needs. And your treatment plan will likely not look anything like the person right before you or right after you that is seen. So that's important to keep in mind. As far as affordability goes, we are very upfront with our pricing. You can find that on our website. We talk about it in the office. We have it posted in the office. So our initial visit, we do require a deposit of $50. And then when you get here, you pay $150 because the total is $200, but we apply that deposit. Okay, so that's for a new patient. You only pay that once and never again. And then for follow-up visits, the cost is $75. And if you get medications, because we have an on-site pharmacy, that is additional. But the average cost of medications per month is like $30 to $40.
That's right.
So
that's right. So we're pretty straightforward about it. And I just conceptually I had to make that decision. Hey, signing contracts, all that sort of thing. And Michelle makes a good point. We're a medical practice. Do you go to your doctor for hypertension and they make you sign a contract because you got hypertension? No, we're not in that business. Okay, that's something else entirely. And maybe that's a way to get people to be more compliant, but I'd rather just have an honest relationship with you. And we work on this thing together. In the end, the finish line's the grave. It's not some short period of time, a 9-week contract, a 12-week contract. You live in the United States, and with our obesogenic environment and food supply, this is going to be an ongoing problem. This is a chronic illness, and it needs management over the long term. And we want you to come to us because you want to come and help yourself, and we're not ever going to judge you. Those places with the contracts and stuff tend to really make you feel guilty that you're not meeting some particular standard. And I'm not into that stuff.
Right.
I'm not into that stuff at all. I'm here to help people,
Yeah.
not to make them feel bad about a medical condition. So anyway, that's who we are.
Yeah. And once a patient, always a patient.
Yeah.
What's your longest patient? Because I've had people I've seen since day one, so 9 years that we've had a relationship.
I've got people now that came in the very first month when we opened up back in 2007 in the Durham office.
Yeah.
And so that they're still coming.
Yeah. And that's something to celebrate. I think a lot of patients, when they return after being away for a bit, they come with some guilt or some shame. I wish I wouldn't have had to come back. And we say, no, you should be so proud of yourself for just being here, because like Dr. Simonds just said, this is a never ending thing. And so there's always going to be, for us, once you establish treatment available, support, encouragement, prescription medication and treatment plans. And it's not a shameful thing. It's you practicing good self-care to say, hey, I need a little bit more help. I'm going to go ahead and go see my friends who I know can help